Let's get to one big story, the business of aviation on the continent. But let's zone it all down to Nigeria, where the country's commercial aviation industry faces several headwinds, including the scarcity of foreign currencies, and in particular for domestic airline operators. So the Chief Operating Officer of Ibom Air, George Uriesi, speaks with Arise News correspondent Georgina Ndukwe Ezeayinka on the challenges that the sector faces and how the government can address them.
It's been very tough, very, very tough. Starting up and running an airline in Nigeria has some unique challenges you have to fight against on a daily basis. And with Ibom Air, we've just been determined to make sure that we keep tackling all these obstacles. They keep coming at you from every angle. If fuel is not quadrupling in price, the naira is cratering against the dollar, the availability of the dollar, you don't even have it. Even when you have the naira, you find yourself almost defaulting, not of your own volition, but just because you're unable to raise the dollars to meet your obligations at the time you're supposed to. So it's frustrating, but we're thankful that our efforts have paid off. The airline has continued to be successful. We have every reason to believe it will continue to be successful, and we just roll up our sleeves and we dig down and we keep fighting. Hopefully, the new minister will offer the kind of assistance that will ease some of the issues that we have as airlines. And he has spoken well so far. We look forward to meeting him, discussing with him, sharing ideas, and starting to remove all these obstacles little by little to allow airlines to breathe also and contribute more to the country.
Okay. Now, this summit, Nigeria is hosting the summit for the very first time in West Africa, and it's considered a great opportunity for the country's aviation industry. In what way do you see this summit benefiting us in terms of growth, in terms of economic growth here, and then how it benefits the airlines as well?
Well, it's a good thing because it has brought the world of aviation into Nigeria. Everybody in the world knows that Nigeria is a major market if we get our act together. So they all come here anyway, even though it hasn't quite happened yet. So we have another opportunity to start again, to showcase ourselves again to everybody. Boeing is here, Airbus is here, Embraer is here, all the key players in every area of the industry are here. We need to show our best face forward. We have the capacity. I just don't know what demon has possessed us all this while. And we're trying to undo it. We're trying to unleash and exorcise that demon. And I hope that Minister Festus Keyamo will work with us and lead us in a different direction. That's what we need.
For instance, you get to meet with the minister or even the president. What are the specific areas you believe you will put forward for them to start considering as quickly as possible?
Okay, if you ask me, one of the first things is infrastructure. And when I say I mean airport and air traffic control infrastructure. Bring it up to par with the rest of the world, ASAP. Provide all the equipment we need, all the navigational and visual aids we need to be able to operate our aeroplanes optimally, because little weather you can't even fly because of lack of navigational aids. Everywhere else you can fly anytime, almost anytime, so the flights will happen. Two, help to give us access to Forex, because all our obligations are in Forex. We earn in Naira. We have to pay for everything in dollars. You pay for $1,000 today, tomorrow it's more expensive, tomorrow it's more expensive, every day it's getting more and more and more expensive. Let's first stop it somewhere. Even if we're not bringing it down, let it stop somewhere so we at least will have certainty. And then when we need it, let it be there. Don't tell me to pay you millions of naira to get dollars, and my money stays with you for 1 week, you can't find the dollars to give me. Then when you finally find the dollars, you say it's no longer the amount of that day, so you have to add so million for us to be able to give you because it's gone up. In the meantime, you have obligations outside the country. We look like liars and people who are playing games when we're not playing games. Those things need to be dealt with. Then another thing is also a lot of the support that the domestic airlines need to compete out there. One of them is some kind of lesser help. If we have an aircraft leasing arrangement in the country that allows us to domicile our aircraft lease payments in Naira, oh my God, that would be wonderful. We're buying new airplanes, 10. We know the difficulty of doing it. And it's everybody who deals with us says, how are you going to manage the Forex crisis? We have talked and talked and talked. Yes, they're supporting us, but because they see us as very serious, they've looked at the organization, they understand that we're not joking. And so they are working with us, even though they are worried. Una go see the Forex, but they believe us, We need more certainty. These little levers have to be removed that prevent airlines from thriving. Otherwise, the business is good. We put an aeroplane on a route, it's full. But you take the Naira, you can't convert it to dollars. You convert it to dollars at a different rate every week. So eventually, you don't even make the dollars you're supposed to make to be able to survive. It can't go on forever. It has to stop, and this is the issue.